Hi everybody. We are at the Château de Villerouge-Termez. This is the place where the last Cathar was burnt at the stake. He was a parfait called Guillaume de Bellibost. And as he was burning, the legend tells us that he cried out to everybody that in 700 years this spirit would return back to this area, back to this region, and the people would know it because the laurel would turn green again. And if you've been down this way, you will know that the laurel is very, very green. And indeed, this spirit is still here. And today, we're talking about the subject of lying in relationships, and just lying in general, really.
Because Guillaume, he went to the stake for his beliefs, his belief in a truth, or the truth, a truth that the Vatican and the Inquisition didn't agree with. And rather than lie to himself and his soul, he chose to take his beliefs and his truth-telling to his death. And then here we are, 2016, the subject of lying between couples, the difficulty with telling the truth is up. It's one of these recurring subjects. Why is it so difficult for us men to be truthful? And what does it cause our loved ones? And why do we do it? And is there any hope? Once the trust is gone, is there any chance of getting trust back between two people? That's a kind of question to you as much as it is to myself and Anaiya. What do you say? How do you feel? How do you feel when you feel or you know I'm lying to you? What does it do to you?
I am an eternal optimist. Some people say I'm innocent, some people say I'm naive. I actually made a little prayer this morning, coming back from the horses. I was praying to Sophia, saying, Sophia, I would rather trust completely and find out, if I had to, and find out later that I was wrong, rather than distrust now and find out later that I was right. Pete and I have had a rocky start with truth-telling. So we are very intimate with this subject. And if I may say such a dreadful thing, I don't know if I'll actually say it. I don't like to reinforce certain words. But when he doesn't tell the truth, I've lost the thread. How convenient. Let me see if I can get it back again. Okay, so he says, when you've lied, there's no way of getting the trust back again. I utterly disagree. I believe us humans are capable of everything and anything, and when you love, you let that love do the healing work. So with Pete's dishonesty, his act of not telling the truth, that doesn't bother me at all, because I've been that kind of person myself, and I probably still am. I'm just telling myself a story that I'm really honest these days. So I give him the benefit of the doubt, like I give myself the benefit of the doubt. But what gets under my skin is that the reason for the lying has not been solved. That is what I call my Achilles heel. This little thought form Or maybe it's wisdom. This is what I'm working on at the moment. This is why I made the prayer to Sophia. If this is an artificial thought form, just stirring things up for the sake of it, I say, get out of my head and let me return to innocence and let me trust him again. Just get out of here. Or if it is wisdom, then let me be really frigging courageous enough to show up for what wisdom is trying to teach me. Not him. What he does is his business. If I am to be on the receiving end of his business, then let me be courageous enough to take that great lesson. And that's how I like to look at these things between humans. We're not doing things wrong. The pair of us, every couple, you're not doing stuff wrong. You're bringing stuff to one another to heal and to make peace with. So men, if you're out there lying and cheating, I don't believe your lady is going to be upset when you actually tell her the actions. But she is going to be very curious as to why you lied and covered it up. That's going to be the big one. That's the one that's going to need some real attention.
I mean, from my perspective, I can see why I lied. Doesn't make it good, doesn't make it understandable at all. But I was lying out of fear of losing Anaiya, the one person I hold so dear in my life, that is so important to me. Funny, huh? The one thing. And I don't know if it's the same with the rest of you guys. I feel in my past I've often got caught between two poles and not really knowing what to do. And kind of lying or half lying or concealing in the process. And that has caught up with me sooner or later. And, well, were you lying or not? Yes, but. The but doesn't work. From my perspective, no matter what happens now, I have to tell the crystal clear truth as far as I know, no matter what the potential threat is. And funny enough, when I actually do that, the repercussions are often nowhere near what I feared they would be. And so I owe it to myself, and I owe it to Anaiya and anyone else I come into contact with. What is my truth? And dare to be with that, dare to say that. I'd be interested to hear from you guys and the ladies, what's your perspective on this? What's your experiences, and were you able to get past it? Were you able to trust again? I do actually think it is possible to trust again, but it takes an act of the deepest love from the one that's been lied to, and it takes a deep, total and recurring commitment to the truth by the one that has lied. That's what I think anyway.
So good luck, beloved friends.
Yeah, tough subject.
It's so normal. It's so strangely natural. Maybe natural's not the right word. But let us not be hard on each other. It's a widespread thing. And slowly, when we reach someone like Guillaume's standing in life, we might show up for something bigger than our own little petty lies.
Yeah.
That's where I'd like to end this video.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for your brave hearts willing to go into this too. See you.